Hi everyone, I'm Asya, and again I want to show you some basic informative principle of ballet. So in this video, just quickly want to talk about the tendu. Now the tendu, spelled T-E-N-D-U, is a word that describes the action of stretching. So tendu, we're stretching our foot. That means there is no bent knee. So that's important to remember. Ballet terms are all in French, and they rather than be a position, they actually describe the action that's being done. So we're stretching our legs so hard that it's actually sliding out and pointing at the very end. So again, pointing your foot, you can flex your foot and you can point your foot, and you're gonna see me demonstrate that. Just a couple things to watch out for. One, to do a tendu properly, you want to definitely push into the floor. So there has to be an active pushing into the floor. And the second thing is you want to go through demi-pointe, which is our second video that you maybe have seen. So you're going to see me do that position. So I start in my first position. Let's say I'm in my first position, and I'm going to push my foot actively into the floor. I'm not just sliding. I'm not just going to put my foot out there. I'm going to push my foot with the ball of my toe into the floor, and right there I get to a point. And then I go through the demi-pointe again, and I'm pushing into the floor to slide it back in, and my inner thighs are helping me with that. So if I'm in my tendu already, I slide it back through the demi-pointe, you see it right there, and then I bring it back to first. So a tendu can be done in any direction. Remember to really push into the floor and slide through to this pointed position. You go through demi-pointe, inside. You could do it to the front, same thing. I'm pushing so hard into the floor, and then I point my foot, and I can do it to the side tendu and slide it back in, and then I go to the back same way and slide it back in. Now I can actually go from first position, or I can close it into this cross position, which is my fifth position. So now I'm doing a couple of tendus and closing in a fifth position, which is cross, and coming back. One thing that's really important to remember, if you're going to the front with your tendu, the main thing is you have to lead with your heel. So you don't want to do a tendu like this. See how a toe would lead out? That's in parallel. We don't want to do that in ballet. We want to lead with the heel. So I'm still pushing into the floor. I'm still going through my demi-pointe position, but do you see how my heel is leading? When I bring the tendu back, the toes are going to try to lead as much as possible, and I reverse the whole thing to the back. That's where it gets tricky. When I go to the back, I want to lead with my toes. I want to lead with my toes, and I want to close back into first position with my heel. If I lead with my heel, you're going to get something that looks like this. You see the difference there? And if I lead with my toe back in, you're going to look like this. We don't want that. We want to maintain a turned out position. So I'm going to go to the back leading with my toes. They're going to pull me along. My heel is going to pull me forward, and vice versa. And I think my 5-month-old agrees.